I hope you guys are doing fabulous. As for me, trust me, I am doing super fabulous. Okay, my adorable people, you guys already know I don't take any of you for granted. Your love, trust me, I didn't take it for granted. I love you all with the love of God, and I appreciate you all the way you guys are really supporting me. Okay, may God bless you all. Okay, guys, so in today's video, let's dive on it. The video we are about to watch today, guys, trust me, is so amazing, is so beautiful, and I knew we are going to learn from it. It's high time we learn how to appreciate our team. It's high time we learn how to appreciate our fellow black color brother. Okay, my people, so that is the video we will be watching today. Okay, guys, so there is a video I will be dropping along this broadcast, how a young black African guy guys, trust me, if you see the trend that this guy did in Uganda, you are just going to say, no, I don't believe. It's not black that do this trend. It's white people that do this trend. That is what you will just be thinking. Meanwhile, it's black, our black Africa brother. If you see the way he designed this trend, we Africa, we have talent. Trust me, there are a lot of things we African, it's we Africa that do it. But when some of our Africa people see it, they will not believe that it's we the Africa that do it. They will be thinking it's white people that do it. Meanwhile, it's we the black that do it. Do you know why? Because we don't appreciate what we have. We don't support our brother or our sister that is trying to do something. We don't support them. We always discriminate. We always communalize. We always say he can't do it. Okay? So that's why I decided to bring this video clip out for us to see that we blacks, we are unique. Honestly, we are heavenly made. We are blessed with a lot of skills, a lot of talent. So, guys, stay tuned and listen to this, our black Africa brother. This our black Africa brother is coming from, is a citizen of Ghana Republic, my people. So, guys, just take your chilled energy drink, take your biscuit, anything, and sit down and listen to this our brother, the way he will narrate how the whole thing started, what a lot of black have did in this world that we are thinking is white people that do it. So guys, stay tuned and watch to the end. Okay, if you know you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do. As you do, may God bless you. Okay, my people, so whatsoever you think about this video, don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section. No insult, my people. Okay, my adorable people, so I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye bye. Stay away from trouble. Social distance, very important. Okay, guys, I love you all. Bye.
Everything we see, people think only the white person did it. Everything we see an airplane, oh, a white person do it. See an MRI machine in the hospital, you see a computer, they think it's only a white person can do it. But you are looking at a person who created a technology for you to send pictures on your cell phone worldwide. You are looking at him, and he's not white, he's black just like you. He happens to be from Ghana. But I'm not limited by what I've been told in my schools, growing up and all of that. I'm limited by what I think I can do. So I want you all to think yourself that you can do anything that any person, whether Chinese, Indian, white, whatever they've done, you can do it. Because in 1985, when they were having problems in moving the technology of laser fiber optics from the laboratory scale to industry, they called MIT, and MIT sent me to Corning Glass Works. You know, some problem they've been trying to solve for 15 years. It took me 1 year to solve it, to move it from the lab to industry. That's why I wrote the book, because I know that what a white person can do, I can do it too. But what does it take to awaken the giant in Africa? First of all, top technology experts like Bill Gates, they plan and execute. Let's say former Microsoft, right? Like Apple computer founder Steve Jobs, they plan and execute. They don't ask anybody, oh, should I form an Apple computer? No. God has given them the talent, so they go ahead and do, make it happen. For example, I wasn't asked, but I designed the bullet train, the fast train for DRC, DR Congo. They didn't ask me, but I thought that's what's needed to awaken the giant in Africa. Therefore, my people are in DR Congo, with the president, Tshisekedi, presented my design of the bullet train, and it's called Lumumba Express. So all of you say Lumumba.
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 Lumumba Express. And that's TGV Lumumba, the high-speed train from Lumumba, going from Kinshasa all the way to the border. So that's very important. That's how you awaken the giant in Africa. That's how you do it. That's very important. All of you here, you should do the same thing. Don't wait to be told.
Don't wait to be told.
Okay? Serious. You know, when they say, oh, Dr. Mensah is the great minds of the 21st century, that's a responsibility. That means I got to support and push for the awakening of the giants in Africa. After, and the Africa Union 2063 agenda, as I'm discussing with President Tshisekedi of DR Congo, should be supported by these bullet trains across Africa. Because, you know, you cannot just take the ship and put it in the port. The gap is actually going from the port to the inland, because the roads are bad. You put something on the road, going from here to Burkina, it may spoil. If that's fruits, if that's fish, it may spoil. You know, and so we got to put these proposals that will transform Africa in place, where we are using bullet trains and we are using fast airplanes. The airplanes will have cold storage, so if I put my fish and stuff in it, it will get to their destination.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. We're going to have to...